Hi Sagittarius and Sagittarius Rising. Welcome to your April 2016 reading. This month your channeled information is to propose. It's a bold card actually, which means if there's anything that you've wanted to sort of like pitch, to bring to someone's attention, or again to shift and somehow affect change, this is a month to do it. So let's take a look at the cards and see how that will play out. And we'll also pull your catalyst card here momentarily. So in the deep past here, I see the Three of Pentacles, which is showing me that many of you have already done a lot of the hard work. That's why it's easy. Your crowning card is Queen of Swords. Great for communication, great for being bold, great for being in the spotlight if you need to be. A lot of preparation's already been done for you this month. Okay. I love that you have Three of Pentacles in the past and Three of Cups here in the future, showing hard work and reception, positive reception of that hard work. So that's great. All right, let me shuffle and we'll look at your catalyst to see, again, how that ability to propose, to bring forth new ideas is going to kind of play out. So perseverance or perseverance, depending how you want to say it, basically sticking with something until there is no other way but completion. This says, I know I can do whatever I set my mind to. Well stated. So you're going to have this sort of, it's almost like an internal stubbornness that you believe something more than anyone else. And if you think of the most successful people in the world, they usually push forward even if other people think that they're crazy, because it's those unusual ideas that are going to basically win. Athletes do this all the time. Sometimes people are trying to psych them out, but they always have the ability to sort of say, you know what, I can do this, and that's what's important. So let's look now at all of your cards and we'll get a little context on how that enters in for you this month. You have the Seven of Wands at the center, and one cautionary note with the Seven of Wands. This is a good card because you've done a lot of planning, you have a lot of great ideas. What you want to avoid this month is getting involved with disputes or being overly competitive with someone. That's going to take you off the path of all the work you've done. This is petty. This is the elevated version of it. Try to stay higher and focus on getting to the next level. When we look at Knight of Staves, this is who you truly are. Someone that's in control, someone that has really great ideas. It's showing the fiery energy that you're bringing forward, which is fantastic. So focus on that. It may also be another strong fire sign in your life, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, associated with this sort of potential give and take. So sometimes if you could take your adversary and make them your partner, that would be perfect. Or like try to get them on your side, but really don't try to prove them wrong or win the battle. So that's your advice here, is to steer clear of it and be stronger yourself. Sometimes leading by example, modeling the behavior that you want from others. You've done a lot of hard work. And you may feel a little zapped out because the Three of Pentacles are reversed. I will say this though, the work is still there. You just need to sort of allow yourself to have a little bit of a rest. We have Ace of Swords right before the beginning of the month, showing that your ability to communicate and also your ability to just sort of persevere, which that was your main card, could be a little bit off around the 1st to the 3rd. But I feel like right around the 5th to the 7th, you're going to get your ability to come back, take ownership. And the Queen, in my opinion here, is much, well, obviously suit-wise, but much stronger. I see temperance when I look at this as well. So this particular Queen of Swords is fantastic. Someone who understands both the higher and lower road, the positive and the negative. This is a beautiful card. So I want you to exercise that in the way you act and also in how you speak. If you have a Libra friend that wants to help you, I find this would be a great ally here, looking really, really strong. I mentioned Libra because this looks a lot like Justice, and that's what jumped to mind. Okay, one thing that you might want to try to do this month is to take one thing away from your sort of periphery. You've got, I think you can prioritize. This card is reversed for me. So what I see with this is there's almost like this awesome conundrum that you have where you've got your hand in a lot of different opportunities. All of them seem pretty good. Some of them are romantic, some of them are business, some of them are just prospects for the future. What I want you to do this month is really focus on limiting it to about 4. I want you to half your sort of potential opportunities. Put the other ones on a shelf. That's what you're seeing here. They're going to sit for a little bit, and I really want you to be that master craft person that we're seeing here and be an artisan. So much better to finish one thing and then focus your energy on the next than have your hand in all these pots. I feel like you've got a little bit too much going on and it will zap you emotionally, but there's great things to be had with this. And it almost reminds me of, Eight of Pentacles, where there's a lot of things going on, but this one is zapping your resources. It's not Pentacles, it's Cups. So take care of yourself and try to temper how much energy you're putting into everything. And that's sort of supported by this card, which is one less. Even one less is going to help you see the opportunities in front of you. But there'll be a lot of emotional energy coming through. If you channel that into your creativity, then the sky is the limit. It's also a great chance for love. We have the Ace of Cups here, and this is an interesting Ace of Cups because no people are involved in this one. It's actually, instead of, we sort of have inanimate objects or fish or other things in this. So what I'm seeing with this is it's the idea that's going to take root and inspire other people. It is a good time if you want to start a new relationship or kindle a flame in an existing one, but it's an even better time to share big things with other people, big ideas, concepts, trying to change the world. This is a month where you want to get out there and take your passion and put it into action. Love will be coming for many of you. I see it blooming, starting with the spring, but really sort of coming into its own in the summer. This can also mean a birth for some people or a conception here, because I'm seeing the lovers, I'm seeing the sun, which is usually a child. So there's a great chance for a baby being born or conceived this month. So that energy is there if you need to work with it. More than anything though, you're sort of shining this month with regards to how other people view you. You've got the Three of Cups here. You have the Queen of Swords crowning you. You have the Sun. Even in its reversal, it's a great place here in the hopes and fears. All of your topmost cards are showing success. When I look at where you've been, you've done really hard work. You have great ideas. You are competitive, and that's not a bad thing. All you need to sort of temper is your sort of overall energy. So make sure you're getting enough sleep and make sure that you're not sort of getting into side arguments or discussions that take you off track. So people that sometimes feel the need to tell you how to run your business, for instance, whether it's an actual job or even your life, telling you how to run your life. The best thing you could do this month is say, thanks for the feedback. And don't engage in, well, what do you mean by that? Or this or that. It's just a waste of energy. It happens to me sometimes too. And really the best thing you can do is say, I haven't thought of that. That's another thing. Thank you. I'll take it under consideration. Have a great day. I appreciate your help. Just acknowledge, dismiss, move on. You can actually do something with it if you'd like later, but this isn't the time to spend on that. I want you to focus on finishing the tasks at hand, not getting overwhelmed with everything that you could or should be doing based on what other people think, taking that one beautiful thing that you're working on and sharing it, because you've spent all this time and now it's going to blossom. Again, how you spend your time, that may be putting your energy into a relationship. It may be trying to have a kid. It may be trying to get ahead at work. Or again, I feel like creative people this month could be bringing something to fruition. I've seen that with a lot of signs. I think it's the springtime energy for Northern Hemisphere, if you're in the Northern, or even the fall. It's affecting an overall shift. So it allows for a release or it allows for something to bloom. Capitalize on that. Use it. Okay, it's a great month for you overall. There are a lot of signs where there's more work for you. It's just not getting in your way. That's your main thing. And remember, I mean, I did see propose, and so it is a good month to put yourself out there and basically ask for something if you need it, or have someone see your point of view. You have to speak up to get something done. Okay, let's go ahead and expand your forecast. We'll start with health and welfare and general sort of mind, body, spirit issues. So this card comes up occasionally. I've actually seen it in different decks. Deep Freeze, it's interesting, or Ice Queen. So for many of you, you felt like you've been that way. And I had something that said like stick in the mud earlier here. So it's important for you to, particularly if you're in any of the zones that are warming up right now, I want you to just get outside, enjoy the springtime weather, start to get active again. Some of you might be experiencing arthritis, frozen joints, frozen shoulders, problems with maybe arthritis in your hands. Movement and basically getting those joints lubricated is the key thing. So it's a good time to go for a deep tissue massage or body massage, chiropractic, acupuncture work, and also just to kind of gear up on your own physical exercise. It's going to benefit you. When we look at wealth and prosperity, this is a month for you to reach out. So I said propose was the channeled information. This really goes along with it. Pitch an idea. Pitch is another way, P-I-T-C-H, to kind of get something out there. So for those of you in creative fields, if you're a producer, a writer, etc., this is a time to go ahead and put your idea out there. For those of you in a more traditional job, this is a time when you can talk about big ideas with your boss, participate in brainstorming, and maybe start to think of, like, for those of you that are more entrepreneurs, it's about coming up with a new product or new idea, and really over the next fiscal quarter, we have a 3 there, letting it come out, okay? When we look at love and relationships, let's see what your message is. So it is sacred space. So it's important that you make time for each other, but it's just as important that you make time for yourself and that you have a place to collect your thoughts, to meditate, to dream in a place where you're not going to feel criticized until you're ready to talk about certain things. So meditation is really important. It says create an altar, visit a power place, connect with the divine. So whether you do that through yoga, through going to temple or church or a mosque, whatever it is for you, it says a power place. Find a place where you can connect with the divine energy and actually feel as if you're drinking it into your body. Allow the sort of that universal flow to come into you so that you can put it into all the projects around you. And also to call in a great partner, because I feel like through your, I say this a lot, but it's through your actions and your work that you're going to pull in the love that you're looking for. So this month it's about loving yourself, loving God and the universe, and allowing that energy to come in. That's going to be the attractive force that you're looking for, okay? You may also be calling in someone that sort of practices healing work or holy work. Okay, now for your destiny, just allow this month to be the blessing that it is. Some of you have been through a lot. The rainbow usually indicates some mourning, some difficulty that might have preceded it, but now we're seeing you coming through the storm and being able to rise above and feel the warmth of the sun again and focus that energy, okay? So overall, it's a really great month for you. And again, I just want to say avoid unnecessary arguments or altercations. It's more about you staying strong and you sort of pushing out the idea of how you'd like other people to be. Sometimes you have to model that behavior. Not everyone knows how to do that. And then focus on giving people the chance to just like what you're doing. Don't automatically think they're going to hate it, etc. Just let people react in their own due time, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised this month. It's a good time for dating. It's a great time for love. I see something blossoming over the next 3 months. So with friendships and relationships and business partnerships, you're going to have really positive returns on any effort that you put forth. Okay? So that's all the information for this month. If you ever need more personalized reading, you can reach out. I do readings via Skype, telephone, and email, also FaceTime. I don't do in person, but all of those 4 methods work. I currently have about a month waiting, but I do have rush appointments, so if there's something more urgent, you can use that. Otherwise, to just keep in touch, the easiest way to find out when I post a new video is to subscribe to this page or to my Facebook page or my newsletter. All 3 of those are the first to hear when I post new videos. I'm also on Facebook and I'm also on Instagram and Twitter, so you can follow me there. So now that all of that's out of the way, thank you for the continued support you guys give me. I really appreciate all of the comments and the likes. It really does help keep me going from month to month, because this is a lot of work, but I know that I'm reaching a lot of people at the same time. So thank you. Satnam. I wish you blessings through this month. Remember, that is your final word here, is that it's going to be a great month and good things can happen, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.